Falcon fans, first place Falcon fans. Oh yeah, first place Falcon fans.
Dennis Allen and Derek Carr has got to go.
So sick of the Saints. I'm so sick of Derek Carr.
What?
I'm so sick of Pete Carmichael.
What? What? What?
Cannot win games with field goals.
What?
Dennis Allen and Derek Carr has got to go.
What?
Uh-uh.
Who you sick of? Who you sick of? I'm sick of that goddamn crawfish etouffee. One time for the fan.
Jesus.
Shit. I'm on fire already. Bodie 3000. Kiki's here in the chat. Oh, Kick. We in first place.
Hell yeah.
How's it feeling here, Falcon fans? Go on to the chat. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Checking it from Facebook. Go on over to YouTube. Let's get these subscribers up. We're almost at 600. So big shout out to all the Falcon fans who's been supporting One Time for the Fans since day one. Big shout out to Bodie 3000. Big shout out to Kiki here. Big shout out to Chase, who's not here with us tonight. So much going on here at One Time for the Fan. I don't know where to start. So much going on with the Atlanta Falcons. I don't know where to start. I can start with this, though. I can start with this.
Win games with field goals. Dennis Allen and Derek Carr has got to
They gotta go. Get him out of here.
Why that sound familiar though?
Shit, that happened on Sunday. Bodie 3000, how's everything, sir?
Everything's great. It's great. It's great. Big Dub Wednesday.
It's a whole week. It's victory week.
It don't sound right. It's Big Dub week. How about that?
Hashtag victory week.
Hashtag fuck anybody who said that I ain't for my team either.
Hashtag victory week in the chat.
What I got that?
No AB tonight. 3000's here with us.
Oh shit. No, hold on.
Kiki, did you see the other night? They were getting on Bodie so hard. They was like,
Somebody.
is that fucking Antonio Brown on the podcast?
I know
Listen.
Bodie had looked like Flavor Flav.
Yeah, they would have like the damn defensive coordinator from Tulane, boy. What you doing over there?
All I wanted to say real quick is for that person who questioned my loyalty and my knowledge of my team, you saw what Ritter did. He was running with his legs, and we was doing it. We was looking good. He stopped running. I don't know why the fuck he stopped running. But if he kept running, we'd have blown their ass out.
You talking about Ricky Bobby?
I'm talking about
Ricky Bobby.
That dude. Yeah, whoever he is.
Looks like he gets ripped off Mountain Dew.
First or last. He got jumped on like a spider monkey.
I just was watching that.
Don't sit here and look, I'm just saying. I ain't gonna sit here and just say anything. I know what I'm talking about. For those who didn't know. For that person who didn't know. So I just want you to know. Is these colors good now? These colors
Shit.
good?
Falcon fans, here in the chat, hit that like, hit that share, hit the subscribe, tag your Falcons friends, tag your Falcons family. You know we're here talking one thing only, the Atlanta Falcons football. And it's amazing now how we've had these podcasts for over a year and a half now, pretty much every Sunday, every Wednesday, chatting with all the Falcon fans. And we've seen a lot of ups and downs over the past couple seasons here with the Atlanta Falcons. But, you know, with the games ahead, it's a good feeling to know that we possibly have probably a winning record to look ahead forward to. If we can go out here and handle business against the Jets, then we got to come back home in the Benz. But Kiki, how have you been doing?
Everything's been good, and I want to thank everybody who sent their condolences. My mother lost her father Monday. He would have made 90 years old in 2 weeks, but just glad that he's not suffering and in pain anymore. So thank you everybody for those condolences.
Yes.
Prayers up to Kiki and your family too as well. These are some tough times that a lot of us do have to go through in life. And Kiki, here at One Time for the Fan, outside of the podcast, we're also good friends too as well. We're kind of like family. So definitely our prayers here from Jack Space side, and I know from Bodie 3000 and Chase too as well. We talked about it in the chat. Definitely go out to you and your family during this time.
Thank you.
Falcon fans, here in the chat, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I'm glad you all are here tonight. Bodie 3000, Kiki's here to talk Falcons football with us. Where do we start? Can we start with what we just heard? Saints fans are mad. Falcons are happy. The Mercedes Benz was crazy on Sunday. Bodie Berto said that looked like a doggone Rolling Loud concert for a minute. There, all them names. But
it was lit.
See, it was so lit in the Benz on Sunday. And a big shout out to the Falcon fans that showed up to the Benz because Kiki, I'm sure you saw it or heard about it in the chat, and Bodie 3002 as well. There were Falcon fans everywhere. I mean, they showed up for this game, even after coming off of a losing streak, the bye, everything that's been going on with the team, knowing that this game that's on the line can put you back up top. Falcon fans showed up, Key. Bodie, you should have seen the Mercedes-Benz as soon as you got off of the train or as soon as you parked your car in orange deck or red deck or silver deck, wherever you was. You knew it was game day in Atlanta. You knew the Saints were in town. And that's where it started on Sunday. First of all, let's go back to Saturday first, Bodie. For the Georgia Bulldog fans, we took care of business.
Yeah. And we got to take care of business again. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. Shout out to the dogs. Shout out to the dogs, Kiki.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to say.
I know.
Y'all
got y'all tips, man. Well, we got ours too. So, yeah.
Falcon fans, Georgia Bulldog fans, big game happened over the weekend between the Dogs and Tech. Also, a big game down in wherever that place is down there in Auburn, whatever. But that was some BS right there. That should have never have happened. But we're not here to talk college football.
That game was,
but that was some BS down to the last play.
All right, well, let's see if their luck keep going this weekend. How about that? Because that was luck.
That was, yeah.
Georgia.
I'm just like, how the hell did that happen?
Georgia, Bama in the Benz on Saturday. For all the fans that showing up to the Benz, it's going to be lit. Falcons do play away this weekend. They're going to be in New York, up there with the Jets. So for all the fans that's traveling up there to New York, big shout out to you all.
MetLife
Stadium. I'm still watching.
I call it MetLife.
Shish, not MetLife. Still, goddamn. Still watching these tickets to see if I can catch a plane ticket out. You know, I gotta go see my dogs first. So Georgia plays Bama Saturday. Got to take care of the dogs first. And if I can get out there to New York, I would definitely be out there. But the chat is going crazy. Bodie has a lot to talk about tonight. Kiki has a lot to talk about tonight. I do as well myself. I know the chat is loving the game from Sunday. Everything that you saw from the first quarter to the fourth quarter, except for the interception. Everything you saw out there with the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah,
Kiki,
drop the chat in there. Let's see what the chat.
All right, let's get to the chat first before we go ahead and get to these topics, man, because it's lit tonight. Deshaun said, "What rapper made Here Comes the Hot Step Murderer?"
I don't know the name, but I know the song though.
Excuse me, Mr. Officer.
That's my jam. Matter of fact, I can't play it on here. They get copyrighted.
One time for the fan. Big shout out to Deshaun in the chat. William Amos in the chat said, "What's good? Home team win.
Home
team good." DSGB Hall is in the chat. He's throwing emojis around with the red and black. You already know what he's representing. Diehard Atlanta Falcon fan. DSGB Hall's in the building with the rise up.
Let's rise up.
William Amos back with the rise up. Dwayne Ruffin is here. He said, "Let's keep the good vibes rolling this week. See y'all at MetLife 100." You know, he's throwing emojis around too as well. Big shout out to Dwayne Ruffin here in the chat.
Let's pray for our boys in MetLife because that stadium is a little.
So a lot to talk about, especially about the stadium. A lot of players have complained about the stadium too as well. Players that do not play on the Atlanta Falcons, Miami Dolphins, I believe the New York Giants, the Seattle Seahawks. Players who have been injured too as well. Not no second, third string guys. That don't mean that. No, there's been a lot of big names that's gotten injured out there in New York with that stadium that they have with that turf that needs to be taken care of. So they're playing on like that 1954 grass. So it's kind of crazy out there. The stadium hasn't been remodeled in quite some time. LaMarcus Boyce here in the chat, he said, "Who what? We that bitches." Checking in here, LaMarcus Boyd. Big shout out to LaMarcus here in the chat. Karina said, "Hey, Falcon family, we that." Don't forget, Falcons fans, if you're checking in from Facebook, Twitter, wherever you're at, this is a safe place to talk Falcons football. Ain't got to worry about no bashing. We ain't got to worry about disrespecting the team or the players. Or
we can disrespect that other team, though.
Fuck shit.
For sure.
We got to.
Fuck this thing.
I think the within the past 2 days, this is the 6th Saints fan that blocked me today.
Kiki's definitely telling the truth
I
about
was
that.
pulling those receipts though, because in the off season they had a picture up of Desmond Ritter. Somebody said, if we lose to this guy, I will jump. And I was like, did you? Now I'm blocked.
Shit. We had a situation the other day on Twitter where a Saints fan made a post, and he was definitely getting upset about Derek Carr and disrespecting what the Saints did. But Kiki's looking at the post saying, "Why can't I see the post?" It's like, well, Kiki, I see the post. Carrie, you see the post. Kiki, why can't you see it? Kiki said, well, the Saints fan blocked me. I said, this random Saints fan just blocked you? Like, how you just get blocked by this random Saints fan? Like,
because they solved they
Kiki be in Kiki be in them damn groups going
right,
hard on
this.
They
are crazy. Like, they really talk shit. Talk something. Well, I was like, we beat Derek Carr. Like, he's 0-2 against Falcons. But when he comes to the Saints, he with a real team, we're gonna destroy you. So I posted the receipts, and then I got blocked.
We talking about a fan from another fan base, Bodie. How random it is where I get tagged in the same post, and I go tag Kiki, or Carrie goes to tag Kiki, and she can't see the post because she's blocked from the fan already. It's like, Kiki, what did you do to this fan? But fuck the Saints.
I told like that since day one. Beignets were disgusting, and they got mad. I said I think I said that beignets were disgusting, and they got mad. I was like, "Is this overrated funnel cake?" And they got mad.
Sheesh. D's Claude is here in the chat. One time. What's going on? Let's go, Ritter. Let's go, Falcons. A lot of praise for Desmond Ritter coming from the chat too as well. Sonia Norwood is here with the Rise Up fam. You know, she's throwing the red and black hearts around. She loves what the Atlanta Falcons are doing. Sonia Norwood is a diehard Atlanta Falcon fan. Let me tell you first, if you haven't seen that Quavo video that just dropped with the Atlanta Falcon fans, you want to go ahead and look right there.
Where is it?
Norwood is in there. What's up, Naki?
Where's the video at?
It should be definitely it's on Facebook. I know it's probably on YouTube as well. The Falcons did post it. But when Quavo was doing the song on the roof, he had the Dirty Bird Nest there too as well. And I believe a lot of members of the Dirty Bird Nest did show up. And Sonia Norwood, I saw B Rob in there too as well. I have to go back and look at the video, but you can definitely see Sonia Norwood. Everybody knows Sonia Norwood.
I just got excited seeing Bone Crusher because that was like legit my favorite song back in high school.
We gonna get to that too as well because Kiki, the Benz was going crazy from before kickoff to after the game. Everything was just lit, and I'm talking about the Falcons put the icing on the cake by getting the win. And because most fans that were in the building, we'll talk about it tonight. For the fans that wasn't there, we're gonna make you feel like you were there. So big shout out to all the fans that did show up to the Benz on Sunday. Terrell Johnson's here in the chat. He said, "Rise up, victory week."
Victory week. Already.
Dwayne Ruffy said, "Yeah, they was on his ass." Jeff Wolf is up in here.
Caleb was on Cam Jordan.
Hey, we talk about that too as well. Get ready, because when we talk about this Falcon and Saints game, I want to see that first place energy coming from the chat. So I know fans are excited. We only have a couple games left in the season, and your team is in first place. When was the last time we had a chance to say that here in Atlanta? So I know what fans are thinking. Oh, we're 5-6. Oh, there's still an opportunity to come out on the positive side of this here, Falcon fans. So let's be prepared. 2023 Atlanta Falcons Fan of the Year. April Showers is here in the chat. April Showers is also walking around the Home Depot backyard on Sunday. I believe she was filming for something she has going on with the Atlanta Falcons or something she has going on personally. But big shout out to April Showers. She was a guest on our show the other day. Miles Garrett, who's also a guest, big shout out to Miles. Carrie, who was on our show recently, so big shout out to Carrie. We love bringing Falcon fans here to the chat and Falcon fans to the podcast to talk Falcons football with us. So big shout out to everybody there that's been a part of that. Jeff Wolf said, big ups to Jack Spade for gracing us with his presence in the Home Depot lot. Yes, Jeff Wolf, my security team said I had a couple minutes before I head inside, so went over there and shook some hands, signed some autographs. You know how it is.
I hope you didn't let them touch you.
Shit. That's tough. Karina Atkins said the energy lit. Paul Hopkins said, "What's up? What's up, Paul Hopkins? What's good, brother?"
Oh, good, is that Paul?
Paul. Big shout out to Paul Hopkins here in the chat. Matthew Bass is also here in the chat too as well. LaMarcus Boyd, Karina Atkins, Deloach is here in the chat. Bodie, you said go to the chat. Now we can't stop, man.
Yes, sir. Ski.
Now we can't stop. Yes, sir. Ski. Deloach is in the
Stop.
chat. Kenny Sombrer's in the chat. Said, "Hate it or love it. The underdogs on top." The red and black.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Kenny Sombrero in the chat too as well. LaMarcus Boyd said James Reese was in Quavo's video too. So big shout out to James Reese, diehard Atlanta Falcon fan. He's also been here in the chat, chatting up with us too as well about the Falcons. He was in the video. A lot of Dirty Bird Nest members is in the video. Big shout out to Diane. Markham is here in the chat. Diane and Ben know the story about the 80-yard throw and the run, Bodie. There's only a couple people that know this story. You had to be in Arizona. You had to be at Fat Tuesdays at 1 a.m.
So they had a football game at 1 a.m?
No, I was telling the story. You know, a couple drinks. You know how it is.
Oh.
Ben asked me. I wasn't going to tell the story. I was getting ready to walk away, and then Ben said, "Hey, Jack." I turned around. You can hear like that whistle, like the Wild Wild West whistle. I was like, "What you need, Ben?" And then he said, "Tell us a story about the 80-yard throw and the run." I said, "Oh shit, that's secret. I ain't supposed to tell everybody." I told Ben and Diane though. Cold, rainy night that day, Bodie.
Yeah, because God rained on you for them lies you was
We was down by 4. A minute left to go.
Hey.
My star wide receiver was out.
You like it, I love it, buddy.
I think he had a hammy. I don't know.
Who was your wide receiver?
Some guy. He wasn't in the huddle. Couldn't remember.
Michael Thomas?
He wasn't in the huddle. Couldn't remember his name.
Michael Thomas?
Yeah, I threw bricks together.
Not Slant Man. Sawyer Norwood said it's on Quavo's Instagram page.
Yeah, Brick Man now.
The Benz to shoot the video. Bodie, you wasn't in the video, were you?
I wasn't in the video. I'm a private guy. You didn't know. No, you probably can't tell, but pretty private.
All right, Falcon fans. Everybody wants to come in the chat and talk Falcons football. Let's go ahead and get straight to it because you know how we do it. Falcons win big on Sunday, 24-15 over the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
Bodie, before we go around this table here, chop it up about the Falcons Saints victory. Give us your thoughts about Sunday.
We got the dub. That's most important. It wasn't an easy dub. It wasn't a pretty one, but it was a dub nonetheless. So my thing is, we finished the job. I think we still got to find our way. We got to get consistent. We got to stay consistent. You know, I can't say I see a prominent game plan, but I mean, he had a plan. We ran the ball. We was doing what we were supposed to do when we ran the ball. So
41 attempts for 228 yards. He ran the fuck out of that ball.
We ran the hell out of the ball. So
if you look at the report, even I have it run too. I had 2 runs for 13 yards.
They ran the ball so much. Did y'all see how tight Demario Davis was?
I did see that a couple times.
It seemed like he just kind of gave up. Him and Scam Jordan. Never mind.
NFL top 100 player.
Look, we ran the ball. It was not a pretty game. You know, of course, we know Ritter made a couple mistakes, but he made up for it with that pretty ass touchdown he threw to Bijan Robinson. Oh my God, I felt like a proud.
That was pretty.
I wanted to get up. Yeah, pressure in his face. He flicked the wrist. It fell right in the breadbasket. It was beautiful. But that's what we've been seeing. That's why we like Ritter, because he can do stuff like that. He can run because he does use his legs.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't know, whoever don't know, he's better with his legs.
Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. And you know, I wish they would have kept at his legs. You know, they did try it. They did do. I think they did a quarterback run draw in that game, just one. But after it got stuffed, I don't think we went back.
4th and 2 stuff. What I was hoping you would go for a field goal because you was down 3 at that point.
Wanted a field goal.
It's another decision that fans were looking at with the coach. Like, coach, if you make it out of this game, we're still going to talk about that 4th and 2. Wish we're here to talk about the 4th and 2. But we still win the game.
He must not have paid attention to Jack Campbell on Thanksgiving, because I think that the lines were like 0 and 4 on 4th downs. And they just kept trying to do it, and I'm just like, yeah, okay.
All I know is Arthur Smith knew exactly how important this game was. He said this is the biggest game of his 3-year tenure in Atlanta, and he know why. He didn't want to say it. He wouldn't have said it, but he know why. But like I said, run game is back. We've been missing it. I mean, good Lord, it's back. We seeing Algier just being Algier. Bijan, you know what he can do. I mean, it's just beautiful thing. The defense came together when it's supposed to, and it just we came together. I can't say. I mean, I'm happy for the dub, but we still got some stuff to clean up if we want to contend, and that's the goal. That's the primary goal, is to be a contender, win this division, and go get a chip. That's what any team wants to do. So I'm sad. I'm satisfied, and I'm just, even more satisfied. We beat the effing Saints.
Right, because they ain't just like what they keep sweeping up. Either we'll split, and it's just nice now to have that one game, over. It's not tied anymore.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna sweep them. I know we're gonna New Orleans whooping their ass too. It's just time.
Yeah, that whole team probably about to be on IR.
Big shout out to all the fans here in the chat. William, Amy, we're going to get to that question too as well before the end of the night. But you can hear Bodie. He's excited about the win, but like he said, there's a couple more concerns you have to look at before you move ahead and say that you're going to have this successful team toward the end of the season. But this team right now came away with a big win over the Saints. Everybody's excited about it. The city's excited about it. From the moment the game was over, you can just feel the energy in the bends, outside of the bends. And it was a cold, rainy day that day on Sunday. So for Falcon fans that, like I said, showed up to the bends in numbers, Bodie, had that place rocking, first down, second down, third down. You didn't need 50 rappers in the building to do all that. Exactly. The Falcons added that on as a little perk for y'all. We didn't need that. The Falcons-Saint rivalry is just what it is. Fans were going to show up and do that anyway. But with all the entertainment going, hell, Jameis Winston over there thinking he was a damn rapper on the sideline.
Jameis Winston, he was dirty for that though, y'all. That was right after Derek caught through that pick, and
right after he threw the pick,
he got in his face. Jameis, his elevator don't go all the way up.
I heard a rumor that after he was rapping to Ludacris, after the game, they did a head count on the bus. They couldn't find Jameis. He was outside Magic City waiting for it to open. That's what I heard.
I believe that. I can believe that. That's one thing I can actually believe.
He wants to be in Atlanta so bad. You saw the way he was rapping that. You thought it was damn Ludacris rapping that. You saw Jameis rapping that video.
And Derek Carr was just looking at him like, dude,
get the out of my face. I was laughing. And another thing, I mean, didn't we talk about this before the season opened? I think Jesse Bates said his favorite interception was one of Derek Carr before the season started. Face Derek Carr, get a pick six. He just owns that man. He knows Derek Carr. He owns him. Just like Aaron Rodgers owns Chicago, he owns Derek Carr. Like that's just a beautiful thing. I just love to see that. And like I said, we said it before, he's worth every damn cent we paid him. Thank God.
Going to JB3. That's on Sunday. You got Desmond Ridder, 13 for 21, 168 yards, 1 TD, 2 picks, no sacks.
That O-line, yo.
6.3 rating. O-line definitely gets the pat on the back here.
I give them the game ball, to be honest.
I would definitely give the O-line a game ball on my first list. Bijan Robinson, 16 for 91 with a touch. Tyler Algier, 10 for 64. Cordero Patterson, 8 for 43. But I'm talking about 8 for 43 punishing runs from Cordero Patterson. He was over there destroying defenders.
He was on Good Morning Football as angry run again.
He deserves to get that because when Cordero Patterson runs the ball, it is more than just an angry run. It's an explosive run. I said it before, anywhere in that 25 in that red zone, I want CP in the game. And the Falcons definitely got my email. Or somebody did. Drake London, 5 for 91, no touchdowns. Fans did raise a concern again, like Drake, no touchdowns for him. I understand, it's a team game and everyone wants to be involved. But
it's the same with Bijan.
Fans gonna call out everything. Kyle Pitts 2 for 22. You won by 9 points, 24 to 15. Kyle Pitts 2 for 22. Bijan Robinson 3 for 32, receiving with a touchdown. Van Jefferson 1 for 13. Keith Smith 1 for 6. Scotty Miller 1 for 4. Desmond Ritter went 13 for 21. So do we go over the quarterback performance here of Desmond Ritter, or are we just we're still comfortable with what he's given us this season? Because there has been a switch when Taylor came in, then Taylor went out. Now Desmond Ritter is back in. We did get a win over the Saints, but does 13 for 21 for 168 and 2 touchdowns scare anybody, even though we get a win? Or how are we feeling about that going forward?
Well, I mean, he was getting 300 yards, and we lost the game with 300 yards. So all I'm going to say is just win. However, use your legs, throw. I don't give a damn. I just want to win. I don't care. Put you out there, Jack. Let you run for 80 yards like you say you always do. I just want to win.
Well, going to what most Falcon fans did say about that when we had these group chats and these discussions, fans saying they just want to win. Derek Carr went 24 for 38, 304, no TDs, 1 interception, and he lost the game. He went for 300
was crazy
yards
though. Like what they said,
that
the Aints put up 444 yards on offense,
no TDs,
and they're just field goals. And their kicker is hurt because he was the damn player of the game.
So, Falcon fans,
that says a lot. That says a lot about our defense. When we didn't allow them touchdowns, we did allow a lot of yards, but we didn't. We finished. We didn't let them score a touchdown, and that says a lot. So
defensively, they played pretty well.
Something to be taken from that. Absolutely.
Yeah, and shout out to number 33. I gotta show him some love because he stuffed Taysom up one point in the game because I'm sick of Taysom, y'all. If you know me, if you follow me on Twitter, I've had some not so nice words to say about Taysom all week leading up to the game. So seeing them keep his little overrated ass out the end zone really warmed my heart. I almost threw my damn drawers at every TV in the house. Amen.
Big shout out to Quentin Lavender here in the chat. Falcon fans, let's talk some Falcons football. Bring your questions in your comments. William Amy does have a question that we're going to get to before the end of the night because we're going to talk Falcons and Jets here shortly. Falcons, once again, come away with a dominating win over the New Orleans Saints. Now you have to get ready for the Jets this weekend in New York. But going back to the game on Sunday, Bodie, just hold on, let me grab this here. Just going over everything, like from the tailgate to kickoff to halftime to all the performances, the celebrities to T.I. choking up King or whatever happened back there in that doggone suite. Everything was just electric.
I stand on business.
That entire belt.
Standing on business, all right. You standing on business.
I stand on business. I stand on.
You need that old fashioned behind cut. Like with the one where your parents kind of twist you in a circle and just tear your ass up with that belt. That's what he need. That grandma got him spoiled, and that one time he said he been stuck in the pacifier until he been 12. That's why he act like that.
I don't know what's going on over there, and that home.
But who that? He a Saint fan. Then don't know nothing about football because when Bradley Pinion was punting the ball away, he said, "I hope he missed it." Sir, what is he missing? He's punting the ball. Like, what are you saying?
We can't tell a lot of these people how to be fans, but you're showing up wearing a Falcons jersey, yelling, whatever, all that nonsense.
In a rapper's picture, like what's name one of your songs, King?
How are you out here repping, putting on a Falcons jersey, talking about you rocking with the Saints, man? That's just not it.
So way Michael Thomas said, if you really was a Saints fan, that boy only played 4 games a season.
And you can't be the Falcon fan talking about the Matt Ryan stuff and all. Once they got rid of Matt Ryan, man, we Falcon fans for life, man. You feel me? We was here with Byron Leftwich, sorry ass. Joey Harrington. Like, come on, man. We've been through this.
I was here.
So I don't want to hear that. When Matt Ryan leaves, I'll be back. Nah, man, I don't want to hear that shit.
Who said that?
I was right here.
I mean, I think he had a video where he was talking about he was upset that Matt Ryan was still here.
Who, King?
Here.
Well, hell, the daddy was on TV.
Well, he said when Matt Ryan was here, he was waiting for Matt Ryan to leave, and then he's still kind of repping half. I'll try to get the video and send it out to you.
Well, the daddy used to be on TV saying that we needed to get rid of Matt too. So I mean, that really ain't surprising. Sorry, I love you, but he
I know how it is for Falcon fans when I went to Matt. He got to the point.
Dad actually stand on business.
Yeah. Shit.
Well, his daddy said his history is not a mystery, and then choked the boy out.
Shit. Can't do shit with me, boy. One time for the fan. Going to the game now, right? So the Falcons really handle business on both sides of the ball. Big shout out to Jesse Bates too as well, because he gets the game ball. The offensive line for me gets the game ball. Desmond Ritter's performance, we're not going to sit down and beat down Desmond Ritter, but there are teams who's winning games throwing 168 yards, 1 TD, putting up 20-something yards. I wasn't expecting a 300-400-yard game from Desmond Ritter, but for right now where we are, just do what you can to win the game. We talked about that the other day on the podcast, where when we Bodie, let's go back to last week's podcast. We said it. We do not want to come in here the following week and have one of those, I can't believe we just lost to the Saint podcast. We want to be lit. We want to be energized. The fans in the chat want to be lit. It would have been disappointing to come in here and say, damn it, we couldn't do it. Couldn't get the job done. But now it's a different story. So it's not about to sit here and bash Desmond Ritter, but the play calling, from what I've seen, wasn't as powerful as I thought it was going to be coming out of the bye. No. You know, and for Desmond Ritter to have a less than 200-yard performance and still win the game shows that this team is balanced enough to go out there and win these next few games. I don't even need a 250 or 300-yard game against the Jets for Desmond Ritter. He might come out there and throw for 211. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. You're just going to get a team that's going to win the game.
I mean,
all around, every phase of the ball.
Do we remember those days, though? Do we remember those 300-yard games, Matt?
When Matt Ryan was here, I loved it. But then again, Matt Ryan has some 300-yard games that we lost to as well.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I will say
it's a new era in football here where some teams can slip away with wins where you don't have to throw for 400 yards a game. You don't have to run the ball. A running back we don't even have a running back that went over 100. We had 200 and something team yards rushing. Everybody contributed to this win on Sunday. Drake London, Kyle Pitts with his 2 for 22 sell. Everybody contributed to this win on Sunday.
Well, if I may, now we will
team win.
Get tougher from here. Like we will have to figure something out because you know every team can't be as trash and sorry as the Saints, and we beat up on them. They suck. Okay, we know they suck. But we will face good coaches and good teams who will scheme around what we do best, which is the run, which will put Desmond in a position where he will have to win games with his arm.
Yep,
he will have to, and keep it frank. I mean, he came through at the end, but through the rest of the game, you can't win that way. So the picks, there was one pick. It was terrible. I'm sorry. I'm not bashing him. I'm saying this is what these eyes saw him do. He threw a horrible pick. Okay, you can't do that. You can't make those mistakes. But I mean, he bounced back. I will give him. He's a resilient guy because he bounced back and he led us down that field to win that game. So I'll give it to him. But we got to tighten it up. We got to. I mean, we plan on being some kind of threat. We will face teams who will scheme against that run, and they will put pressure on Ritter. So
I totally understand that Ritter hasn't had the most impressive season to Falcon fans. He hasn't had an impressive career right here in the past, 13, 14 games, whatever he's played here in Atlanta. Yeah. But as a fan sitting in first place or tied for first place, however you want to look at it.
I'm that too.
Thank Bodie and Key too. Fans in the chat here too. With 6 games or so left to go, Bodie, I'm feeling a little bit more confident that even coming out of this bye that we're going to get this done. We're going to beat the Jets on Sunday. We're going to come back. We're going to beat the Bucks.
I like our chances. They ass.
We're going to after we beat the Bucks. We're going to go beat Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, you talk about
me,
fans.
Hey,
they got
we're going to beat Carolina. We're going to be on that streak.
Carolina at the bottom.
We're coming home against the Colts, which I don't know about the Colts for the next 4 games, but the Colts big win on Sunday over the Bucks.
Colts is the toughest team we got left.
The Colts is probably the toughest team we have left on the schedule if you're looking at it from a fan's point of view.
Yeah.
And they're going to come out there to fight because they believe that they can probably make the playoffs too as well. We know the Bears are not making the playoffs. We know the Panthers are not making the playoffs. We know the Jets are not making the playoffs. Those are 3 of your next 6 games. The Saints want that fight. They want that battle. The game at the end of the year is also to be determined because they're still waiting on that time slot. Is going to be a 1 o'clock game Sunday or a 4:25 game Sunday? I'm thinking that's going to be the game of the week at 4:25.
Half of that team on IR and nursing injuries. Good luck with that.
Shit, that's tough. Eat more king cake. Falcon fans, there is a situation here that you have to look at. That before you went into this bye, you didn't know what this team's look was. You was sitting there saying, if we lose to the Saints, most of y'all would say the season is done. Most of y'all would say if we would have lost to the Saints Sunday, the season is done. But with a win, it does give you a little bit more hope going forward because a lot of fans called 8, 9 wins. They called 10 wins. You have an opportunity to get that. I think the streak is here. Desmond Ridder versus Tim Boyle on Sunday. Yeah. Everything is kind of fell into place for the Falcons when it comes to like quarterback matchups. Like you had Will Levis, you had Josh Dobbs, you had the other quarterback before Josh Dobbs earlier in the game.
Because now Doja Cat can't even throw the. Never mind.
Shit,
See, this is a situation where Falcon fans.
God, I wasn't ready.
Don't be surprised if this team really does go out here and win this division. Do not be surprised if this team wins this division. Now, people calling us the sorry division in NFL and the sorry division in the NFC. Who cares?
Nobody was saying that when they was calling the NFC East the NFC least. But here we go. Always talking about the South.
I know one thing. I know here as a Falcon fan, on Sunday night for our podcast, we're going to be looking at a Falcon team that went in there and beat the Jets in New York. Coming back to the Benz, I know it's going to be packed because the Bucs are going to lose again on Sunday. They're done. The Bucs are. Let's go ahead and get the Bucs out of here.
They're supposed to be honoring that team, right? The Super Bowl team from '98 on the Bucs game, right?
That's cute.
Supposed to be. I
don't care what they're
supposed to be honoring.
Oh, you talking about?
Oh God!
What, our Super Bowl team from '98?
Yeah, they're supposed to be like giving them like a little. Yeah.
They're honoring that. They're doing some Buccaneer nonsense, whatever's supposed to be going on. Wait, no, you talking about the Buccaneers and then the game this Sunday?
Next week when we play the Bucs at home, they're supposed to be honoring like the '98 Super Bowl team, our team.
Oh, okay.
Like that team, like OJ Santiago, Jamal Anderson, all of those boys.
Oh yeah, just don't bring Eugene Robinson. Jermaine Living Life Davis is here in the chat.
Oh,
Paul Hopkins is here in the chat. Willie P. Lovelace is here in the chat. It's going down in a major way when D.A. Hunter is here in the chat.
Can I just say again, we should have never lost to Josh Dobbs because watching that game Monday night, somebody put he went from pastronaut to astronaut. And I mean, yes, we should not have lost that game.
Yeah.
I love the meme where it's like win the game or go to the moon or something like that, and they have him in the NASA astronaut thing going up to the rocket.
Lost to Jada Pinkett.
That is tough.
His 15 minutes of fame ran up. Like he was
like real
doing
fast.
some stuff. But that's the thing, though. I mean, he wasn't even winning. He wasn't winning in Arizona, but he was looking like he was something. He beat us, and everybody's like, "Ooh, Josh Dobbs!" And then 4 picks later. Here we go.
Beat the Saints too, though.
Yeah.
That's getting to remember the week after them beating us.
I mean, I appreciate that and appreciate you.
Yeah, we do appreciate that.
But the Vikings always been beating the shit out of the Saints, though. They know how it is. Yeah. I was actually making jokes with Saints fans on Sunday.
They're paying them back for Bounty Gate.
So the funny thing about it is, in this when it comes to like Saints fans, because I put a lot of them on with the One Time for the Fan podcast, so they might be some in here watching tonight. Big shout out to you all. We had a great time down there, but the trash talking was going through the roof, Bodie. You know when we're there, like the trash talking is gonna pick up. But yeah, we had a lot of the jokes. Fans talking shit the moment Jesse Bates gets the interception and runs it back. And then I turn to the fan next to me. I'm like, hit him with the chopper whopper. I start doing that dance they do out there. Hit him with the chopper whopper. Fans were mad as shit at me. I love it though.
Then they start playing chopper style.
They started playing. No, they were playing they played the New Orleans music as they were heading out. I think it was inside the lounge. Inside the club, they were playing like the.
They should have put that on the big speaker.
The second line music.
They should have been like play that bullshit on the speakers. The way they
here in the chat, hit that like, hit that share, hit the subscribe.
But y'all notice these boys playing like with a chip on their shoulder too. No, that game was chippy and snippy. Because Drake London and number one for the Saints, I think his name was Delonte Taylor. I saw them go at it a few times.
Yeah.
Jonnu Smith in the middle of a battle with Bergeron and Jake Matthews.
Yeah, I mean, them
that's
boys,
what you want to see. But
that's what you
wanted to see Jake Matthews in there.
He was mad.
Right?
Yeah.
He is your veteran. He is your leader here on the team. He's probably one of the greatest offensive linemen here to play in the Atlanta Falcons uniform. But I'm telling you right now, he is a person where if your offensive lineman is in something, and then don't forget, Bergeron was in that mix too. So you want your rookies over there? Your rookies in there? I'm over there yelling too. Where's Matthews? Somebody better get Matthews in there. Your rookie is in there going at it. Get in there too.
Hey, Cam Jordan tried to get in there like, bro, you 97 years old now.
I love to see the fight because we talked about the situation when Freeman got yoked up by Aaron Donald and nobody came over there to help him.
Everybody just sat there and watched Aaron Donald lift free in the air like a rag doll. And it's like, oh shit, we don't want that.
It's a whole new Falcons team out here. John Person is in the chat. He said the fact we haven't scored more than 28 points all season scares me.
But that's the whole NFL though. Ain't been too many high scoring games lately, except for that one time when Miami went full retard on Denver.
Yeah.
But these have been low scoring games. Even the Golden Boy, the Mahomes, what is his name? I'm sorry, I can't talk tonight. Kansas City ain't putting up points like that.
They not. They don't look good.
They're getting wins. I'm watching them right now.
I'm saying they're not putting up points. Even their offense been looking kind of ass, but they get it done.
That is true. Hey, now, if you're looking at
like us, don't it?
If you
right, ever since Raising Net left, I mean, they ain't really been. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but you know,
not Raising Net. That is
Oh.
tough. Kiki coming with these slang.
Jack Twin over there knocking folks out and flexing on them and shit.
Big shout out to Helms. Big shout out to D Offer. You know, we give our shout outs to the players. Big shout out to everybody. Grady Jarrett, I guarantee you Grady Jarrett wanted a piece of everything that you saw out there Sunday, man. Like if he would have been in the game, what? Yeah. Would a win like that?
What? Take some ass out.
It'd be a game. We'd have blew their ass out. I'm sorry.
Falcon fans, April Showers was here on the podcast the other night talking with us on our Falcons fan talk. And she said the Falcons still haven't had like a dominating win this season. That seems to be your dominating win on Sunday, even though it's a 9-point victory. The way that we won the game with the pick 6-2 as well, and the Saints only kicking field goals, no touchdowns. Just everything about it was a Falcons win. From the stadium presence of the fans to the energy, the rappers, the celebrities, the 50 years of hip hop. I'm sure you saw the video key of the Aints podcast. They're talking about how all the celebrities were in there and we was bound to win anyway before the game started.
Mad. Like he said, next year, when we played them in New Orleans, that Master P and
he wants all the rappers from New Orleans to get together.
Irrelevant then, and y'all just trying to copy.
Y'all trying to be like us.
That's what I want. It's not
gonna mean shit if Big Frida ain't there shaking his. I mean, shaking
That's
it. I don't know.
That's what I want, though. I want the Saints fans to feel like that. I want them to understand that they're going to get their ass kicked on both sides of the ball, offense, defense, and in the stands too as well, because they lost every part of that battle on Sunday.
They brought the originators.
6-7 buses out there yelling and screaming with the umbrellas and dancing around. They thought the field goals was enough. Buster Burns said it correctly. They drove all the way out here for all them field goals. I'm telling you now.
That's why they kicker hurt. He pulled something. We know what he pulled. But I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, I know the pull.
Dennis Allen and Derek Carr has got to go.
I'm so sick of the Saints. That's what we want. Be sick of them. Be sick of them.
Where did you get that recording from?
Big shout out to Kiki on that recording right there.
That's hilarious.
Listen, I've been on their pages. I have been watching their podcast on YouTube. Those folks are losing it.
You know it's big when he mentions somebody who nobody even care about.
All that money to buy eyeliner. He don't care.
Check your boy out. Listen to the pain in his voice. Listen to the pain. And then at the end, he was like, "I'm sick of everybody." What?
They hated losing to us.
I wonder if he's sick of that mascot with the ball section. And a
Shit.
dog. What's the dog name? Gumbo.
Falcon
Yeah.
fans. She said gumbo.
Sick of that
Hit that like,
crawfish
share, and
etouffee.
subscribe button. This is big here. Falcon fans, I want y'all to chime in as we get ready to wrap up this show here shortly. Kiki, this is where you come in because we're gonna have a great time with this. Bodie 3000, you know we love talking about the Falcons when we're winning, but playoffs is right around the corner.
Playoffs.
Falcon fans, playoffs is right around the corner. And if this was the final week of the season and the playoffs started this Sunday or this weekend, the Dallas Cowboys will be coming to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Oh God!
Now, I posted on NFL's page the other day. I said Falcons will win by 50.
I'm not scared of the goddamn Cowboys. I'm not really scared of anybody, really. I'm not.
Yeah, any given
Cowboys.
Sunday, Monday.
Once again,
Tuesday.
if the playoffs started this weekend, the Falcons would play the Dallas Cowboys. Who is in and who is out? The Carolina Panthers are out. It has been confirmed.
Yeah, they suck.
They already
mathematically,
eliminated?
spiritually, financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, that the Carolina Panthers will not be going to the playoffs this year.
There is a God.
Keep saying it.
And they y'all know they were picked they were almost the favorites because the Aints were the favorites, but people were hyping them up all off season.
Calvin, what's that guy's name? Colin Cowherd.
Oh, Colin Cowherd picked them to win the division.
Jesus Christ.
You know what?
He still thought Calvin really was a Falcon, so I mean, I don't expect much from him.
Yeah. He's just there now. He's just hanging on. They hand him notes, and the notes be wrong.
Cyber Monday was lit.
Crack for brains.
As you were shopping for your gifts online, Amazon, and what else, Bodie? What else? You Ace Hardware? Where did I find you the other day? You was getting the nails, the set, the equipment for the.
I saw you at the Walmart getting Pine Sol. Yeah, and it wasn't. It was a big case too.
Pine Sol.
Cyber Monday.
Pine Sol. Like it's 1985.
Was lit as Falcon fans are shopping online, enjoying their day, enjoying their Victory Monday. They get a breaking news alert that the Panthers have fired Sir Purr, the mascot.
He had the mange.
See you later.
Also, the Panthers have fired the quarterback coach, Josh McCown. The same one who told CJ Stroud, when you come to Carolina, we'll get you a basketball court. We'll play some basketball. No, he won't. You won't be there either, Josh McCown.
Should have drafted CJ.
They also got another breaking news alert that the Panthers have fired Frank Reich, or whatever his fuck his name is.
You said it right.
Is that it?
Frank Reich.
Right?
Yeah, you said it right.
He's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone.
He was poo.
The same person who got fired for being a head coach just got fired again for being a head coach.
That shows you
I don't know how
that
happened.
What he doing.
And if he becomes another head coach, something is fucking wrong.
He got
apparently Bishop Sycamore's looking for a head coach right now.
Oh God.
Shit. Y'all gotta watch that documentary.
Sycamore.
That shit is hilarious.
Bro,
I know. I gotta finish it.
Before we go around to the Carolina Panthers in this NFC South, the Bishop Sycamore documentary. Bodie, did you see the kid who was on the podcast the other day that said they had no helmets?
Yeah, I saw that. They
were passing around. He had no mouthpiece, Bodie.
Nothing, boy. They was gonna break all their teeth.
They was giving him another player's mouthpiece before the game.
It's ridiculous. That dude is sick. That Roy Johnson, whatever the hell his name is, he's sick.
Trying to fly people out who had no football experience whatsoever.
That's crazy. Yeah, I saw the whole thing.
Bro, the Bishop Sycamore documentary is ridiculous. But going back to the Carolina Panthers, and that's how they're so, while we're talking about
they look like
Bishop Sycamore could probably beat the Panthers right now.
Yeah.
Falcon fan. Shit.
Jesus.
The Carolina Panthers.
I didn't see them being this bad though. I really didn't see them looking like that.
And
Well,
that's why Frank Wright got fired. They have no identity. They have none
at
like,
all.
you would think you have
Just
some
that
kind of hope,
defense,
but
and
they
even they
just
done start slacking.
yeah. So I'm guessing the leadership went south.
if
Mm.
you're looking at what's going on in the NFC South, the Panthers, they are eliminated. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're still mathematically there that they can still probably make the playoffs. They can still probably win the
Yes.
division if,
Not scared
all
of
else
nobody.
fails for us and the Saints. But I do think the Buccaneers are going to be out. So as most fans did call it correctly, it's going to be between the Falcons and the Saints going down to the wire. And that's why I'm telling all the Falcon fans now, from the Rise Up Tour members to everybody that's watching and all the Facebook groups, Twitter, listening, Apple Podcast, Spotify. This is a call from Jack Spade to all the Falcon fans out there. We need everybody in New Orleans. We need everybody in New Orleans. Every fan in this chat. If you haven't been to New Orleans, now is the time to go, because it's been a long time since we made the playoffs.
Pack out
6
that
years or
musty
so.
dome.
This time is getting ready to be up out of here. The new Atlanta Falcons is getting ready to make their mark here in the NFL again. And I do think that they're going to go out there and beat the Jets on Sunday. I do think they're going to beat the Bucs. I do think they're going to beat the Panthers. And it's going to get down to the wire where, of course, Falcon fans are going to say, man, that this Falcons-Saints game is going to be something else January 8th to finish the season. Where it's an opportunity for us to possibly put the Saints away, eliminate them from the playoffs. Or for us, if we do things correctly, Desmond Ritter's probably playing only a half against the Saints. And then Logan Woodside's coming in for the rest of the game because we pulled the starters. Because we have a playoff game to get to the following week. We don't know what can happen here in the NFL over the next couple of weeks with the other teams, but looking at the Falcons' schedule and how they just dominated the Saints on Sunday, you got the Jets, which is a team way below the Saints, I think, stat-wise and mathematically.
I'm just worried about
the
their
Jets can't
defense.
compete.
I'm just worried about their defense. They do got a good defense that can make plays, but their offense is ass juice.
Their defense in the past couple of weeks hasn't been nothing to be proud of, too, as well. I'm not saying the Falcons had the greatest defense in the NFL,
right,
but looking at the Jets games, they lost 2 big division games. Mentally, they're not there, too, as well. A lot of players in the locker room is losing that. You remember that lose the locker room talk we had, Kiki? The Jets are in that situation right now where players had the player meeting and then this guy's gone and then another person's released and it's a change is getting ready to happen there. They banked Zach Wilson, put him in the third string, brought in another quarterback and through free agency and put him ahead on the depth chart. They're going through a lot. Tim Boyle is not the guy. We know it. I don't care if Aaron Rodgers is fucking coaching the game Sunday. They're still losing. They're still losing.
Yeah, it's just like you said, their confidence is shot. They've been through a lot after Aaron Rodgers went down early. And then watching that offense just
did y'all see Tim Boyle 99 yard picks? Did y'all see that
offense? I saw that.
You're gonna get that on Sunday without the Hail Mary. That's just Tim Boyle. It's just Tim Boyle.
Their defense can only do so much. Tim Boyle sounds like
the name of my science teacher.
Sounds like a Jimmy Neutron character.
Right.
That was actually the name of this dude this show I was watching on Netflix last night. The guy's name was Tim Boyle.
Oh God,
so, Tim Boyle. Yeah, sounds about right.
Don't think he's an NFL quarterback.
A mad scientist.
Yeah, he got all A's in math and science.
Carlos Vic Howard, Karina Atkins, Sonia Norwood, Lisa Shepard from Blogging Dirty's here in the chat, talking Falcons football with us here. For those that's listening and watching, hit that like, that share, and that subscribe button. We're trying to run it up here, almost at 600 subscribers. I give a big thanks to everybody here who's supporting One Time for the Fan. I know Bodie talks about it all the time. Kiki does too as well. Chase, whenever he's finished with the flooring, he'll get up and let you guys get some shout outs too as well. Chase, you missed a spot. Over there against the corner. Yeah, you can't leave the bucket in the hallway either. We almost tripped over yesterday. Appreciate that, Chase. So for Falcon fans that's here in the chat talking Falcons football with us, who is going to the playoffs? Who is not going to the playoffs? We know it's not the Carolina Panthers. We know looking ahead, it's not the Cardinals. Now going ahead on our schedule, the Jets probably not going to make it. The Bucs as well. The Carolina Panthers. Your next 3 games should be winnable games. This is what gets you to the playoffs. the first half of the season probably wasn't so great for us, losing to the Titans, losing to the Vikings the way we did, losing to the Cardinals, the Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
That was tough. I'll give you guys a Detroit and the Jags win because, those teams are actually decent right now.
Playoff team, yeah.
But let's go over the rest of the schedule where you lost, and then you go into the bye, you come out, you beat the Saints. The next 3 games are teams that are not going to the playoffs. You have to get these wins, Atlanta Falcons, and let's hope that the team does.
The Jets. I do not want to lose to the Jets. Not the butt fumble. Not the butt fumbles.
This is tough. Falcons, Jets, Sunday. Bodie, William Amy asked the question earlier, so we have to go back to it. What are the keys to beating the Jets?
The keys, I say one key is realizing that we are in MetLife, so they're at home. It's a hostile environment. Those Jet fans are gonna Jet fan. Okay, so whatever that means.
Jesus.
Yeah,
they're gonna show up late and leave early.
Hey, well, we hope so because we hope to beat the shit out of them, but we can't dismiss, like you said, any given Sunday, we got to come to play because that defense wants to play. They will play. I know it's been discouraging for that defense to do anything because that offense is fucking terrible, but we can't dismiss that. I think we need to get pressure on. I think we need to get pressure on Tim Boyle. We need to move him out of that pocket. We need to be in his face. I want to say that, but we don't blitz as much as I would like. I think we blitzed. Did we blitz a little more this week?
We did only getting Derek Carr to the ground one time. We did put some pressure on him enough to just force the pick, and it did force a lot of incompletions too as well. But still, only 1 sack against the Saints.
We like to go 4 down a lot. Like, that's just us, okay? I guess I have to deal with that. I don't, best behavior is change behavior, but I guess, I can't say our defense is bad, though. I mean, look, we held them to 0 touchdowns, and that says something. So, we got to get in Boyle's face. We got to go up there, and we really got to just take it. We got to take it. We got to do whatever it takes to take it. Now they're gonna stop. They're gonna be on the run because they know what we do well. So I think this will be a Ritter game personally. So it's got to be on Ritter. Ritter got to go out there, win it with his arm and his legs. That's key. That's very key. So, I mean, I didn't give 3 in particular. I guess you can get 3 out of what I said, but yeah. So that's what we got to do. We got to realize the hostile environment, and we got to game plan. We got to get in Boyle's face, and Ritter got to take us home. It's gonna be a Ritter game. He got to take us home.
Falcon fans, this is the moment where you come down to the end of the season. These December games matter. These late November games matter. Falcons handling business against the Saints. Now you have to go up against the Jets in New York. I believe, looking at the weather, it's going to be around 45, could be low 40. For New Yorkers, that's
made my ass hurt. Ooh.
For New Yorkers, that's every day for them. And then for most people that's heading around from the South, just bundle up. Don't treat it like the Buffalo game 2 years ago or the Baltimore game last year. But it's pretty much like right now. And of course, you know how their stadium is. If you get a seat that sits in the shade, you definitely want to bundle up. So be aware of that. That's why I posted the other day on Sunday. You have to feel good about having the Mercedes-Benz Stadium as a fan because it was cold as fuck Sunday and it was raining. And our fan base, we do not want to be sitting out there in that type of shit. We want to be indoors. They had the heat on. Was y'all feeling good? Some of y'all wore short sleeve shirts. I saw a dude wearing flip-flops. I'm like, you wearing flip-flops? He said, yeah, we have an indoor stadium. I said, you're right. We do have an indoor
stadium. But still, you got to go back outside, bro.
Well, he was also drinking Heineken. One time for the fan. Going over the Jets' last 5 games before we get ready to wrap up out of here, they had a win over the Giants 13-10. They had a loss against the Chargers the following week, 27-6. Then they had a loss against the Las Vegas Raiders the following week after that, 16-12. They lost against the Bills.
Baseball scores.
But here goes right here. We're getting ready to crank it up a notch. They lost to the Buffalo Bills 32-6, and then they lost to the Miami Dolphins 34-13. So Falcons, I'm looking for a 10 to 15 plus margin win here for the Atlanta Falcons because they're 27-6 against the Chargers, 32-6 against the Buffalo Bills, 34-13 against the Dolphins, and you have a team that just beat the Saints. Falcons, you have to go in there and dominate this Jets team. It can't be 24-23 with 2 minutes left to go.
Yeah.
This is the team that's getting their asses kicked. This is the team that's losing everything mentally from the locker room to the practice field. I don't care what Aaron Rodgers is doing. They just showed it on TV, opening up the 21-day window. That don't mean shit for them players over there that's sitting over there like, man, we ain't going nowhere this year.
It's no way he was hurt. Ain't no way, bro. Like, that type of injury?
He's banged
What
up.
kind of drugs was he on?
Going
Bro, all
over
I know is they trying to get him back as soon as possible because, goddamn it, they look like shit.
Going over the
it.
injury report, and you have to go to the end of the
What they
season for
want?
the Jets. What do the Jets do at the end of the year with their draft pick? Are they going to bring back Aaron Rodgers? Are they going to go draft a quarterback? They're sitting right now at 4-7. Do they have a shot at the division? Possibly, but they got to get a win on Sunday too. But I think
Who's up in that division? Miami, right?
Miami.
Because that division is starting to be ass. Because the Bills ain't looking the best. Because I mean they could do something, but then they be doing dumb stuff. Then you got the Patriots. Well, Bill Belichick can just go retire now.
They're done for too as well. They'll be looking for a quarterback. Going over the injury report, Jake Matthews is questionable. Matt Collins questionable. Nate Landman questionable. You heard about Frank Ginda getting added to the Falcons practice squad. Frank Ginda, who was with us during preseason, will he get a start Sunday? We will see. Wes Schweitzer, former Falcon, he is out for the Jets. Justin Hardy is out for the Jets.
Oh God,
Israel.
I didn't know he was still in football.
Justin Hardy. Did you say Justin Hardy?
Justin Hardy, the cornerback, not the wide receiver.
I'm going to say
cornerback.
Just the
Israel
one that we had a baby with Bow Wow's ex, and I think he just being a pretty boy on Instagram now.
Shit, that's tough. Not the Snapchat kid. Israel Abakanda is out. Well, he's questionable right now. Michael Carter, the cornerback, is out. Michael Carter, and then Breece Hall.
Israel Wakanda.
That's what I thought he said.
You want a candy? I want a candy. Israel Abakandi, whatever. Abikandi. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Jesus.
It's tough.
Wakanda forever.
I'm looking at the Falcons win here. That's what I'm looking at. That's what it's all about. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit the subscribe button.
Jake?
Who?
Jake Matthews. I didn't know he was.
Jake? We can get it.
They just got old by his name.
Shit.
Shout out Jake, bro. I love Jake.
Tough. Carlos Vick beat Tampa, beat Carolina, and it's over. The Dixon way.
Undefeated in the division.
I want to sweep
division.
Yep. The Dixon way. What's up, fellows? Aaron Rodgers was activated from the IR list. Do you think he will play against us? Nope. He has to go through his 21-day.
Is he taking elephant tranquilizers or something? I just want to know how he better in 3 months.
He taking that same shit that Mahomes did in the Super Bowl.
That's
what that
he
is.
was biting on his tongue.
They give him a shot in the ass.
He's in that same. That's tough. He's in that same Kyler Murray situation where he has to go through the 21-day. Kyler Murray went through it, and then that same week he was off for the 21-day. He was eligible to play against us. So Rodgers can be on the sideline hanging out, talking shit. You can throw around footballs with Tim Boyle all he wants to. He can't suit up, and he won't suit up.
He suited up. I'm catching a flight in New York, and I'm whipping somebody. Never mind.
He don't want them problems. Carlos Vick Howard, run the damn ball. Walter Christopher May Jr. said, "Kiss principle to beat the Jets. Keep it
absolutely
simple.
Keep it simple.
Falcon
stupid.
Got to keep it simple, Falcon fans. We lost to a scientist, so nothing is out of the ordinary."
Well, we didn't plan to lose the Doja Cat, but it happened. So,
that is
we lost to a science project. Never mind.
Jada Pinkett, little brother. I don't know.
Hit that like, that share, and that subscribe button. We're on the way to 600 subscribers. Of course, all the support from all the Falcon fans here in the chat, and of course, those listening and watching wherever you are would be helpful. We're definitely bringing a lot of content to the Falcons community. Positive podcast here. Just love talking Falcons football with all the fans in the chat. So tell your Falcons friends, tell your Falcons family. Kiki, as we get ready to get up out of here, what are your keys to beating the Jets on Sunday?
I just got one. Don't let Tim Boyle have a damn field day. I don't even think he's that good to have a field day anyway. So just keep the pressure on him. And like Bodie said, this is Desmond Ritter's day. Because they're going to try to stop that run. So he's going to have to use his arms. And he's going to have to use his legs. So that's basically all I got.
Yeah. Shouldn't be worried about Tim Boyle. He'll be cleaning the field in a couple years.
That's tough.
Let me stop.
That's tough. Falcon
Hey,
fans,
Accountant. Yeah, I
you
can see
gotta
that.
get
insurance salesman.
you gotta get Tim Boyle to the ground.
Do
This
they
is a
still
game
sell
where it's like
encyclopedias?
Got to.
that's
Shit.
that is
Damn.
tough.
He's selling them computers that they sold on that movie with Will Smith. Big ass computer too. You need one of these.
That is
Shit.
tough.
Yeah.
Falcon fans,
Selling
once
Kirby's.
again,
No, he's selling Cutco knives.
hit that like, hit that share. All this hate for Tim
right,
Boyle.
shut
Tim
up.
Boy's probably listening to the podcast right now. Like, damn, they hate me like that. What the fuck did I do?
He probably don't want to play. He probably hoping Aaron Rodgers play. Shit.
Yeah, he's like, damn.
Oh, he probably like, hey, yo, Trevor, because they made Zach the third string quarterback because I think they brought Trevor. I don't want to say that boy.
Simeon.
Yeah,
Simeon.
him. Because I be calling him. Yeah, y'all know. But yeah.
Yeah, he ass pace too. Like he sucked.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to
Last
win
time I
the
saw him,
battle.
he had a mullet, and it really bothered me.
You got to win the battle Sunday on multiple levels. Like you can't if you're going off position, going against each other. Then Desmond Ritter, you're gonna win this battle versus Tim Boyle. We know that. You have to go out there and do that now. Bijan Robinson going against their running backs, CP, Tyler Jr. Our running back room is better than their running back room. If you're going off the wide receiver group, you Drake London, Kyle Pitts. I mean, however you want to add them into the mix.
Who are they wide receivers outside of Garrett?
They got Lazard.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. And they got the Cowboy too, in it.
He's forgettable. Yeah.
Randall Cobb is there because he wanted to play with his boo-boo.
Yeah, and it didn't work out. And then
yeah, got little contacts.
Yeah, they ain't got much. Them old heads, they ain't even seeing the ball because the quarterback sucks so bad. So they just out there for cardio.
They might need to try out for quarterback.
Shit.
Play action and run the ball from William Amy is one of the keys he has to beating the New York Jets. Defensively, you got to be sound. You got to work together. All 53 have to be on the same page going forward for the rest of the season if you want to reach the playoffs. You can throw away, once again, all the losses that you had against those teams in the past. Going forward, it's all about winning, right? That goes from the coach, Coach Gray, Nielsen, everybody. It's all about winning going forward from the fan base, organization, Freddie the Falcon, everybody. Have that mentality, speak that mentality to existence, go out there and win the game. You got to win the game on all different levels, mentally, physically, and you can do that, Falcons. We saw you do it against the Saints. Don't go out there and wet the bed against the Jets. You guys have it under control. Let's get this done. Falcon fans, you know we're going to be back Sunday night talking Falcons football with everybody. Let's see here. 8 o'clock should be good. I'm trying to find out if I can find this video, but I guess not. 8 o'clock should be good. We might even do something during halftime of the Falcons-Jets game too as well. So look out for that. Bodie, before we get up out of here, though, any shout-outs that you got, sir?
Yeah, shout out to beating the Saints, man. That's just big. I gotta say it again. Yeah. Shout out to beating the Saints. Shout out to haters who thought I was a Saints fan. Shout out to shout out to just shout out to this team, man. This team fought. We won that game. We gotta go in this cold next week or this week and win up in New York. It's gonna be tough, but it shouldn't be because that offense sucks. So we should really try to game plan, and we do what we got to do. We can beat them. We're better than them. We have better talent. We do. I mean, it's there. It's just we got to do the execution. The execution is very important. We executed a little bit last week. We could have executed a little better, if you ask me, but we got the dub. That's all that matters. And I plan on getting the dub with the Jets. We got to win. We got to let's run up this division lead. Let's not be complacent. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the team. Shout out to everybody watching the show today, man. I appreciate y'all, man. It's great to be a Falcon fan in the first place. So
feeling good.
Got it.
Feeling good. How are you? Kiki, any shout outs before we go ahead and get up out of here?
Yeah, man. Shout out to the fans who showed out on Sunday, man. Y'all were lit, and it was just nice to see. I mean, I think all the Falcon fans I've seen on Twitter, Facebook, everybody's still talking about the win. Like we've been giving Saints fans hell, leaving crazy ass comments on their podcast like they love to do us. I don't know how many, like I said, I don't know how many podcasts and Twitter pages I done got blocked from. It's been fun. It's been fun. So shout out to the fans because we've been sticking together and giving them ain't fans hell.
Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Tell your Falcon friends and tell your Falcons family. Help us get to 600 subscribers. We're almost there. We're right around the corner. I think we need like 25 or 27 more, 29. I can't remember. But I know we're almost there. So we'd love to see all the Falcon fans be a part of what we got going on. For all the Rise Up Tour members, big shout out to you all. Big shout out to all the admins that allow One Time for the Fan to broadcast in your groups. Shout out to all the fans, like Kiki said, that showed up to the Benz on Sunday and had that place rocking. The hip-hop artists that showed up, from JID to Jermaine Dupri, DJ Monte, who else?
I was happy to see
Killer Mike, Pastor Troy,
Kiko Ali, got everybody was there.
Kilo Ali, like whoever else was out there.
And I love how they had on those jerseys the number 50. I thought that was really dope.
It was a dope scene. You know, they had the Dirty Bird chains too as well. So big shout out to all who participated in everything they had going on at the Benz. Everybody who showed up to Margaritaville afterwards for our Rise Up Tour after party over there. So big shout out to those that made it to that. Big thank you to Margaritaville too as well. We've been working with them for a while now on these after parties, and it's just been great. So we have a lot going on with the Rise Up Tour. We're glad that everybody is enjoying what we have going on. You know, we do a lot on the road. We're trying to do some things here at home too as well. So thank you for everybody who's been supporting not only the Rise Up Tour, but of course, One Time for the Fans. Shout out D. Alford. Shout out to everybody on the Atlanta Falcons. Shout out to the team, the staff, the coaches.
Oh, we missed one too.
What we got?
We missed shouting out Cam Jordan old ass because it looked like he just quit at the end before the game was over. Saw him limping. Ain't nothing been wrong with his ass. His feelings was hurt. This ain't the Matt Ryan Falcons no more.
The Titanic music.
Nobody you could call sack lunch, mofo.
The Titanic music on Cam Jordan walking off the field with 2 minutes left to go, seeing Tyler Argio get that first down, stand up, and get all electric on him was just something that I just felt good about, because as a fan, Cam Jordan, he just lived to know that Matt Ryan was gonna be there one day, 1 point of the game. He was gonna get a sack. He saw Sunday that Desmond Ridder just ain't that guy, man. You're not gonna get him on.
Did y'all see when Ridder escaped the sack and made a play to Van Jefferson? Like, you not playing. You know, like he said, he used to call Matt Ryan sack lunch. Yeah, this ain't sack lunch no more, mofo.
He has to go back and look and say, well, looks like we're the team that's throwing the pick sixes out here. So he has to have that talk with his coaches. He has to have that talk with his quarterback.
Mario Davis was his steam. He was out of steam.
Got torched out there. One time for the fan. Shout out to everybody. All Falcon fans.
Hayden Ellis played like a madman against his old team too.
You want that. That's the type of grit you want when these
players
are out
there. He said it was blood in the water. So, hey.
I love that. I love that. Why? Because of the fact that they went out there and they took that, every bit of whatever the media said down in New Orleans, whatever the fans said from New Orleans, whatever them 7 buses were talking about on the way up here. They took all of that together and mixed it into a big-ass pot of gumbo and threw that shit on the Saints. That's what it is.
Shout out, like I said, to Jesse and Richie for that double team on Taysom, because Richie made the tackle and Jesse punched the ball out, and then it looked like Zach Harrison kicked the ball.
We praising my boy Richie Grant.
Yeah, Richie did good. I ain't no hater. I can always say when a player does well. I ain't been seeing a lot of them Richie Grant posts this week. I ain't like them Ridder haters who get on the podcast and just point out all the negative, but then they want to, ignore the positive. I could do both.
I ain't been seeing much of them Richie Grant posts this week.
He played good.
He played good. That's
Lisa Shepard here in the chat. Player appearance, special alert, player appearance Tuesday, December 5th at 6:30. Jesse Bates and AJ Terrell will be at
Kiki about to fly down.
No, I'm gonna send Lisa a pack of bloomers and see if he just signed the pack for me, and I'm just gonna frame it.
Shit.
Falcon fans is going down in a major way. The Dixon Boy said, also congrats to getting over 500. You should be able to get super chats now and memberships. I believe the super chats have like one more thing to do before I be able to get those. And then they have to get the 1,000 subscribers.
You got to mop the YouTube headquarters.
Oh God.
Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Shout out to everybody. Big shout out to everybody who I met up at the game with on Sunday. Big shout out to Chase, Dirty Fanatics United, everybody who's been supporting not only One Time for the Fan, but his channel too as well. Kiki, Bodie, everybody, man. First place Atlanta Falcons. Everybody in the chat, y'all have been great. Tell your Falcons friends and your Falcons family you love them. Let's go out there and let's win this division. Falcons, Jets, Sunday. We might have to do a halftime report just to see how Falcons fans are feeling. So be on the lookout for that Sunday. But of course, our show will be back Sunday night. Watching that Falcon highlight. Falcon fans, love y'all. See y'all Sunday.
Peace
Rise
out.
up.
I thought you were watching the squirrel.
Shit.
Squirrel.
I'm actually watching Chase finish this floor. He over there